Hey, everybody. Oh, yeah, we're not going to be able to hear ourselves. That's fine. Check it out.
Yeah.
We're live from the Apple event.
Yeah.
I see Eddie.
I like
and
the
see,
background. I didn't know you did that.
Yeah.
The other one.
So
This is totally real and not at all fake.
This is
background.
legit where they're doing it.
Yeah, they let us in here.
Yeah, I know. And
The whole
we can
thing.
just broadcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of awesome.
And what's great is they all decided to stay perfectly still in the
Yes.
background
Yeah.
while we broadcast.
Yeah, I think it's going to work pretty well.
Yep.
I actually don't know which Apple event this is from. I just Google searched Apple event. All right, here we go, guys.
Okay, this is
We have no idea what this stream is going to be like. Follow along, watch the broadcast, follow a live blog.
So yeah, we can't
Rebroadcast.
we can't rebroadcast it. We can't even play you the audio.
We get in so much trouble.
We could, but I'd like to eventually maybe be invited to one of these things.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's and also allowed to stay on Twitch.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's true.
So
what do we think about the invitation, the logo? What is that? Are we going to read the tea leaves there at all?
clouds?
Something about clouds. We don't have time.
Something about iCloud? And now we
And now we get to
we
watch
have to
an
watch
ad.
stupid Twitch ads. Wait, no, we
No,
don't.
not a Twitch ad. Oh, all right.
Oh, neat. Are they doing
This is
special disability stuff?
Yeah, I think so. So this is it's a watch along stream. So go watch the live stream. Go follow a live blog. We're just gonna sit here and watch and chat and react and just generally see how this goes.
Follow along with us.
Yeah.
Wow, this is really cool. Actually, that they're specifically targeting
I mean
people with disabilities.
they've
been historically very good. At
well with the watch
accessibility.
the Apple Watch update, that was a big thing at the last event.
Now that it no longer says, "Hey, why don't you get up and walk around
Yeah.
a bit?"
Yeah.
It's time to stand.
Yeah. Awkward.
Oh yeah, I think you gotta watch it in Edge for some reason if you're on Windows.
If you're on Windows, you have to watch it in Edge. Or if you have any Apple device ever, you'll be able to watch it, basically.
What? The?
Oh, God. I was so confused.
No.
Are we getting the...
New Final Cut?
We're getting the 10.3 update. That's kind of exciting.
That actually could be highly relevant to us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, depending on what... Oh, neat. What?
Oh, wow.
Holy doodle!
What?
Whoa, what?
That is...
Okay, that was amazing.
Okay, yeah.
Wow.
See? Totally exactly the same studio.
This is
Yeah.
probably going to be the last one at the Apple Town Hall.
Oh,
It
right.
is. It is absolutely the
Before they
last one.
demolish it.
Before they, yeah.
Campus. I don't think they'll demolish it. But
No.
I think they're actually gonna, after this event, all the Apple staff is gonna leave and they're gonna seal the doors and then demolish it.
Fill it with concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah, me as well, please.
Is that good?
That's perfect.
Sweet. So generally they start this thing off with just numbers.
Right. So it'll be like a
Whoa.
billion. And it's built entirely in Flash.
Oh, God.
This is really cool, actually. My mom used to work with kids with disabilities. That was her job for 30 years or so, and in the school system and stuff. And Apple stuff was always very high up there, and then in the last 10 years or so, they really started to fall behind because they dropped a lot of their sort of educational stuff. So it'd be cool if they're reinforcing that.
With a few old products.
Yeah. iPod Classic. I still don't have mine.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People except for
People
James
except for
Turner.
me and my wife who are very angry.
Yeah. We've successfully delivered iPhones to everybody in the world except for James Turner in Victoria, BC.
He knows what he did.
Yeah. It doesn't help that your strongest competitor's phone kept exploding. Just an FYI.
That did help.
Oh yeah, right. By the
Yeah.
tune of what I read, 7 million iPhones they figure.
Wow.
They will sell 7 million extra iPhones because of the Samsung bullshit.
Like, Apple has the courage to not let their phones combust.
Is that Matthew C. CNA? Twitch Prime sub? Thank you so
Hey,
much,
thanks,
Matthew.
Matthew.
Appreciate it.
Let me actually.
Oh yeah, this is a good idea. Tweet.
This is where we are right now.
Yeah. Scrolling marquee much?
I'm not gonna marquee it.
It's the Apple way, though. Or maybe it's exactly the opposite. I don't know.
See, this memories feature exists already on Google Photos, which I'm a fan of. But I actually really like having it right in the phone app.
I used it for the first time a couple days ago, the moments thing or the memories thing, and I hit play on it said the last 2 months, and I hit play and I watched all these things, and I'm like, holy crap, I've actually done like a lot of cool stuff that I forgot about. And neat.
And
I should probably take more photos.
One of those dudes had AirPods. Jerk.
If it did the memories thing for me, like half the pictures would be, it's like, here's when you accidentally took a screenshot of your home screen.
Wow, that's a good review. 5 out of 5. Damn. Who are those 8%? I want to meet them.
Those are the people who are still holding on to iOS 7 because they hate the way 8 looks.
There was I saw a post actually on Reddit the other day. Someone was like, I just upgraded from a iPhone 3G to an iPhone 7. And they're just like talking about their experiences.
Oh.
I want it. I want portrait mode so badly. It looks super cool.
I wish it wasn't called portrait mode. It's very confusing.
It is, that's fair.
For those of us from the print design realm, it's like, it now works in portrait mode.
Yes.
So you mean it works up and down? That's okay.
Oh, man.
Can we make sure video doesn't work in portrait mode?
Yeah, can we take off that ability?
Huh. So Twit's doing the same thing. They're doing this, but they're actually broadcasting the event. I wonder if they got permission to do that,
Or if they're just like...
or if they're just like, whatever. We're gonna do it anyways.
Man. Twit is...
We're not as cool.
They're
as-
rebels.
Yeah. Soapy Marmoset with that Twitch Prime sub. Thank you.
Hey, thanks,
Ooh.
Zoe.
Soapy, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Get all clean.
Soon, yes.
Oh, this is
Apple Pay in Japan is pretty impressive.
I can't believe it took this long, actually.
Well, they've had like other NFC things.
For
Yeah,
like a
that's
million
exactly it,
years, though, right? Like,
So that's probably like it's more that. Yeah, it's more of like a competition thing than an actual technical capability thing.
I mean, Twit is also on their own broadcast thing, so
Yeah.
What, really?
I think so.
They don't stream on Twitch?
No, God, no. On Twitch, no. They've never
But-
streamed on Twitch.
No? Huh.
They used to stream on, I think, Ustream, but I'm pretty sure they just host their own
Yeah, probably
shit now.
Akamai.
Wow. Okay.
They can
Yeah,
stream that.
I remember they used to do like Justin TV and Ustream at the same time.
Yeah.
I figured they'd be on Twitch now.
I cannot wait to try that out again next time I'm there. These trains used to be super hard there.
Yeah.
I'm sure Twit has a Twitch channel. Twitch.tv. It's .com. 18 Games is at noon today.
Yeah. It has been... We're going to do this right now instead, and then... we were talking to James... I was talking to James earlier, and I was like, so can we just watch this for 18 games? So we probably shouldn't do that, but...
Yes.
18 games and counting. The 18th game today is macOS 10.12.
Yeah. Regardless of how you feel about Apple, I mean, it's still... I like their
Wait,
events.
I don't have an iPhone or Windows. Is there somewhere else I can... What are you? So are you on Linux?
Or just, you have to have Windows 10.
Yeah, I think you're hooped if you're on Linux.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately...
Or try spoofing as Safari in Chrome.
I guess you could watch the Twitch stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want, like, double commentary.
Double commentary. I love my Apple TV for what it's worth. I'm a very large fan of the new Apple TV. I would love for there to be an official Twitch app. That's the one thing that would probably just make it the best device.
Mm-hmm. I think they really kind of dropped the ball on games though by requiring controller use.
Yeah, I don't think I would ever play games on it, but
I don't know. I was actually thinking, it occurred to me when Nintendo talked about the Switch, and it's like how how do you get a real high quality video capabilities in the portable thing like that. And I was like, they should just hook up with Apple.
Yeah, because
Apple has got the hardware.
they're bringing Minecraft to Apple TV?
They've been kind of mediocre on the actual gaming part.
They've got the hardware. They've got the developer tools with Metal.
Guys, they're bringing Minecraft to Apple TV.
Well,
I don't actually care.
Microsoft, eh?
I need to watch Mr. Robot. Good old irrational hate. Later. Just anal. That's their name, right?
Yeah, that's the name.
All right. This is Ian's work suit.
yeah, this is just.
Ian specifically. How did you get time off so quickly?
I told them I was invited to a tech roundtable to react to the new Apple announcement.
That's actually kind of accurate.
yes.
It's
That's
sort of
not
untrue.
untrue.
It's not untrue. It's stretching the truth, I would
Look,
say.
I have wanted to do this for years.
We were talking about you being like, oh, I'm sick, and then being like, look, we're watching you on the stream right now, Ian. You're not sick.
If the Apple TV Twitch app is created by the same people as the Amazon box, you would take back your wanting it.
Isn't there third-party Twitch apps?
There are, but they're not super great.
Yeah.
So, wait, are they bringing somebody up from Twitter today? That seems like a bad idea. Ugh.
Twitter.
This seems like a bad day to for Twitter to be like, hey, check out our cool stuff.
What happened to Twitter today?
They're shutting down Vine. And
Completely?
yeah, and they're laying off 9% of their staff,
And they're
which is
being-
about 300 people.
Well, and they're being
Awkward.
sued by some shareholders over inflated share price.
Yeah.
Oh, they're shutting down Vine in favor of like their own little short video
No,
thing? Or
no.
They're just dropping the
They're
short
just
video
dropping
thing?
the short
Yeah.
video thing.
Oh. Oh, great. More places to watch GIFs.
Yeah.
God, this is going to be the worst.
So
for debates.
So Periscope, which is also on my Twitter,
Yes.
is still around.
Yes. But that's a live streaming.
But
thing,
that's
right?
live streaming, right?
Yeah.
They're shutting you down so you can save money.
Yeah.
Why did they buy it in the first place? If they
I mean, talking about Twitter is just a whole other stream that we could do if we wanted to do.
I don't know if it belongs on Apple TV. Like we're taking the whole idea of the second screen with your phone where you'd follow along, and putting it on one screen.
Yeah, and they're splitting it. I mean, they really want their live video thing to happen, but it's not really. But I don't know. Yeah, I believe they are going to make it so you can download all your Vines. They're not shutting it down like today.
How about, like, rather than the whole, like, Twitter feed thing, what if they just took that and distilled it and just make it so, like, you can watch TV and while you're watching that show, it distills, it gets, like, hashtags for that show and then does, like, Giphy Cat searches for those and just gives you a running stream of
GIFs.
reaction GIFs.
I like it.
Without any of the actual Twitter stuff, just reaction GIFs of what people think of it.
We've taken the same Twitter experience that you have watching it screen on screen, and we've allowed you to watch your entire video, filling the whole screen, and brought the Twitter experience to your hand that you can take with you. See, Universal Search is one of those things, one of those reasons why I might go to an Apple TV as well, because of the Plex integration.
It's really good. I've been slowly getting it set up, and it works quite well.
I gotta say, the one area where I've used Universal Search, which is on my phone, I find it mostly annoying.
Here comes the first possible new feature. They're going to announce that new TV guide system.
Yeah. Hey, Beej is here. Hey, Beej.
Hey.
Oh. Okay.
Yep.
TV guide? Oh, it's called TV. Wow, that's revolutionary naming scheme right there. All right.
That's the appropriate
So
amount
that's
of
the
applause.
TV.
What does it do?
Okay. We're just going to watch some TV.
Maybe want to watch Mad Men.
Hey, who out there hasn't seen BoJack Horseman? You guys
So-
gotta see this episode.
Yeah, we just sit here and watch a 20-minute episode of BoJack. I mean, okay. Okay, so...
Oh.
Okay. This is another one of those things that seems like it would work really well in America, but not amazingly well in Canada. Or anywhere else, really, for that matter.
Well,
It also seems like you have to be already like deeply integrated into every single other thing. So it's sort of like Netflix. It's like the Netflix app in terms of like stuff coming out.
Well, yeah, it's curate. Go ahead.
if it's pulling it out of each of the apps, 'cause each of these apps has an up next capability.
Yeah.
So it should be good to work.
Right. So
Now, the real question is, can it pull in YouTube subscriptions as well?
the Deadpool TV show.
It's a good TV show.
I don't know. I don't have an Apple TV, so are there a bunch of apps that actually like? Because this is only. Don't you have to like buy all these shows?
No, you got Netflix,
Yeah.
and you've got Apple TV apples. If it's working with Plex the way I think it does, it would pull that information as well.
So yours would
But
just
then
be
why?
like tons of anime.
But I guess then I guess why aren't you personally just using Plex at that point, right? Like if the TV app is getting all its information from your Plex app, why not just use
Well,
Plex?
this is the thing. Now that I'm using Netflix more,
Yeah,
if I could get the Netflix up next stuff
that's fair.
in there, and then we've got Crunchyroll as well. So then I can start moving that into this lineup.
That's fair.
That means I don't have to like hop between apps to find out what the next show is that I'm going to watch.
yeah, it's sort of an app of apps.
Yeah.
like, I'm sure it is.
What did you put this on? What did you put this under on Twitch?
Nothing.
Oh.
We're just not playing.
Okay.
Like, I feel like this is just sort of Apple spinning its wheels until it can do what it really wants to do with TV, which I don't think is this.
This is close.
Like, they obviously, I mean, they want to do to TV what they did to music.
Yeah.
But we're a long way from that, I think.
I think maybe they saw the writing on the wall that they're not going to get the partnerships that they want, so they're just allowing everyone to put their own apps on.
Yeah,
and their own ecosystem. And this is just the collection.
And
point.
this is just what they would do. Yeah, that's fair.
This is their their runaround.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it's weird. They're sort of like, instead of having TV just all be like playing one thing, every channel has its own app, and then we're gonna bring them all back together. So all the, does this mean you can access Apple TV apps on your iOS device?
No.
That's a
No. I don't think so. I don't think that's definitely not there. This is
Or
just the TV app on.
So it's this is just like a remote control for the Apple TV?
No, this is just a new app for the iPad and the iPhone. God, this. Okay. Aside, Brooklyn Nine-Nine is one of the funniest shows on TV right now. No, these are just or this is just an iPad app, right?
Yeah.
That's just the TV app.
But but the data it's pulling is from the Apple TV.
No,
that's the question. I mean,
well,
it all has to be MPEG-4 streams because that's the only thing these apps recognize.
Yeah.
So I mean, it could just be going directly to the source, or routing it through the app just for authentication. Because it doesn't make sense for it to go from the internet to the Apple TV and then stream it from the TV to
your iPad.
But like, are there Apple TV? Are there channels and things that are available on Apple TV that aren't available on iOS?
I think it's the other way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they might be different experiences.
Yeah.
But yeah. Again, it's one of the few bad things about living in Canada is we don't have a whole lot of these services available. We don't have HBO Go. We don't have Hulu. We don't have, Amazon Prime streaming and.
Check out that Veil. There are laptops under there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There are laptops under there.
We had Show Me, except now we don't.
Yeah, I mean we still have theoretically still have Crave TV.
The hell's Crave?
I
I even heard of that one.
Wait, was Crave the one that got shut down? I think it was the
No, Show Me got shut down.
Show Me. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so I realized that basically when I say living in Canada, it's anywhere that isn't
Yes.
the US. Sorry. You were correct.
At least in, yeah. What's her favorite sport?
Hey Siri, show me hot boys in tights.
That's kind of cool.
As a side note, I don't watch football, but I love the way they key against the field
Yeah.
in football.
You know, I'm really curious now to see how this works with porn.
Also,
Wait, what? We're not. No, this is not that kind of stream, Ian. How does this work with porn? Beach says with his biting commentary, "Hey Siri, show me the new Apple hardware."
of course, that's when you like walk into somebody, like when you're like over at somebody's house, you're like, "Hey Siri, keep playing what I was just playing." It's like, no, Siri, don't do that, Siri, stop.
Siri, stop! Siri, no! Siri, oh.
Siri, come up with a plausible excuse.
No, there is no porn on Apple would not allow any apps
Yeah.
that do that. The only way you could do that would be to thread it through something like Plex or whatever.
Like, yeah, Siri, show me boobies, and it like starts up like Planet Earth. You're like, damn it, not those kind of. All right, this is actually pretty compelling.
Pretty good.
The blue feet.
Yeah, HBO says Beach. It's close
Yeah,
enough.
there we go.
This is a very small event.
Yeah, this is
This is
This is
an on-campus event.
This is traditionally the media event, so this actually really fits with what they usually do in October.
yeah. My guess is when the new campus is open, they'll probably just do all events from there.
Yeah.
Unless they still want to do Moscone, I don't know. But Tim Cook looks such a dad. But he's not, I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
Pretty sure he's not a dad.
No,
I don't think he has kids. I could be wrong.
I think
Absolutely
he has a
know.
partner.
I know. Yeah, I think so. I don't know if they have kids or anything. Also, hi, Kate.
I think that like this is gonna be available for free. It's like, no crap, you guys are gonna charge for that?
Well, you pay for everything else. You pay for all the services that you're rooting into it. So.
But it's like the TV app for Apple TV is not gonna cost extra, and launches in December for U.S. customers.
All right.
All right.
So, are we getting all new
Now
Macs?
the game
Are they
truly
going?
begins.
God damn it! Are we going Are we getting new Mac Mini? Yeah,
I want new Mac everything.
Yeah,
I want
new
a
everything.
refresh of it all.
Everything pretty much needs a refresh.
But
Can we talk about? Can we talk about what Microsoft released yesterday? Holy God, that thing is good looking.
Did you see? Gabe from PA did a big.
Yep.
Welcome,
Yeah,
Hodor.
There's a lot of people who.
Oh yeah, you can see on the side there.
That's an old one.
Is that an old one?
Thunderbolts. Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be an old one.
They're not going to drop their hand like this.
There are some video editors actually talking on Twitter about it as well. The new
Interesting.
Microsoft being like, this could be interesting. So
I'd see a bunch of people being like, "That's so awesome! I wish it was not tied to kind of a mediocre computer." It's like that's the monitor thing is so cool.
yeah,
Why not just have that and then have whatever you want as the computer?
The i7 laptop though is pretty sweet. Yes, you figured out Dropbox. Thank you.
Okay, that's cool. The clipboard is neat. I like
Having
that.
it in the OS is good.
yeah.
I finally ran into a website with Apple Pay on it. It's because I'm like, okay, I'll pay with Apple Pay. Get ready to enter my password. My watch starts vibrating. I'm like, huh?
It's like you just bought that.
Double tap to enable the payment.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
That's super
Uh-oh.
cool.
Doggy attack.
Hello.
Sierra. I've been playing the macOS Sierra Space Quest games. I thought for a sec you forgot what he was. It's like happens to be. Oh shit!
It's a huge week for the history of Apple. Everybody's phones go up. Oh,
Cool.
mother of God, that thing.
So we're releasing a new notebook that's exactly the
Yep.
same. It's so pretty, man.
I wonder if they had any idea until recently.
It has a lead acid
man.
battery.
Yeah.
Love that trackball.
So we're probably going to get another 12-inch today then.
Interesting.
Yeah, Philippe Medesta, they may have missed the iPod anniversary, but Apple really only acknowledges things that they are still producing.
Yeah.
And I think the iPod is done.
Yeah,
I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah, still waiting for that Newton anniversary.
Yes.
The iBook,
God, I wanted
Oh, no.
that thing so
Give me
badly.
control bar back.
the toilet seat laptop.
With no ports.
Yeah. The first with zebras.
Okay. If the whole line does not go Retina display, I'm flipping this table and leaving.
There's no way that they're not going all Retina.
If you're gonna flip the table, at least stay to
Clean it
up. What does that mean?
Okay. Wait. Which one are we
And
talking
mine.
about?
I have no idea.
Unless there's going to be one MacBook line.
Okay, they're re-releasing this thing. The fattest.
Stop throwing your old laptops at me.
Okay.
That
Now
was the good one.
we're
Actually,
now flying through the history of.
the what's it called? The Pismo.
Oh,
Mac-
that
Mac-
that was my first laptop.
Yeah.
That was my first Mac.
Yeah,
laptop,
I had that one.
The white unibody. Then I had that.
Nice conclusion of the envelope.
Yeah. Oh God, that was such a great reveal.
Yep.
And then there's
Yep.
this monstrosity
MacBook
that nobody
One.
likes.
Yep.
Nobody likes you. Get out of here. Okay,
Now
what's
we-
this? Oh,
Mac Pro with the thing. Oh,
Yeah.
actually, with that could be very.
I'm
With,
not sold.
Oh, but with more than just buttons on it.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's a
That's-
full like LCD touchy control-y thing, right? So it seems the question is it gimmicky or is it useful?
That's up to the developers.
That's true.
It can be both.
Yay.
No, not
Uncle Phil.
No, not Phil. Phil's the worst.
Notice they haven't shown the sides yet.
Yeah. Okay.
So they say MacBook Pro.
Yeah, this is a MacBook Pro.
I see
Okay,
two-
that's two
okay.
USB-Cs.
and two USB-Cs
two-
in there.
And
So-
a headphone.
and a headphone jack though. It's got a headphone jack.
Are you sure? That looks big for a headphone jack.
It's going to be small. This is a thin laptop.
I guess that's true.
No more glowing
Yeah.
apple, though. That's just, that's machine.
Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
yeah. Oh wow.
Turns out they weren't courageous enough to get rid of that headphone jack. Someday.
Oh, it looks like it's got the MacBook One's keyboard, too. Which is
It-
going to make a lot of people very upset.
No power. It's the power is through USB-C. Eh?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, by going to that the MacBook One keyboard, they can make it thinner,
Yes.
which goody,
And,
right?
And,
yeah.
and as a fan of mechanical keyboards, I actually like the new keyboard. It's got a nice click to it.
It's gonna be. Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna be at that line.
Don't unibody shame the 13-inch. But that's,
no Yep. No HDMI ports or anything.
again, over the USB-C. Because those are going to be Thunderbolt 3 USB-C ports.
Right, but you just dongly-dongles.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is the world we live in now. We live in a dongle world, and it's Apple's world.
I mean, if you're right. The DOS keyboard, actual mechanical keyboards, yes, good.
They
I
could've
can't
kept
put those in laptops.
I feel like putting a DOS keyboard into a laptop would kind of defeat the
We've
purpose.
made it only
I mean,
3
I'm pretty
inches
sure they've
thin.
done that before. MSI, I think, has done
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Full clicky keyboards and
Like, oddly enough, having the same port and just dongling it out from there kind of makes it more flexible. Like,
in some ways, but also it just you gotta have the dongles for everything
Yeah,
though.
but it means you could hook up three external displays and and power.
Yeah,
Or 4
yeah.
external if you wanted to, and just run off battery.
It's I guess the thing that bugs me is
Having to carry extra things.
well having to carry extra things, but it's like there are no USB-C displays.
Well, I think we're going to change that today.
Well, but it's like there's no chance, no matter what kind of display you have, there's no chance of you not needing a dongle. It's not like you have to adapt it in order to make it. You know what?
But I think that USB-C is going to be the first time that
That-
the U actually makes
Yeah.
sense.
That trackpad is enormous.
That is a ridiculously large track.
Can we? So,
Yep.
yep. All right. People are freaking out.
So, and escape key is the other one that I'm going to jump
No.
right on.
No
It's
escape.
right there. I can see it.
I
Escape.
was- I
it's
was-
just not physical.
Well, two things. First off, getting rid of the physical escape key has brought Apple down hard on the Emacs Vi.
Yeah.
Wait, what if that little bar there crashes, or like an app messes with the bar? You can't escape to get out of the.
True. I mean, to be honest, I'm going to actually remap my caps lock key to escape.
But then you can't yell at people online.
Wait, so are you just default buying this thing?
Oh God, no. But my next laptop will be.
Because like force quit on Mac has always been Control Command Escape. So, but if the escape key is gone because the thing crashed, how do you do that?
I mean, I guess what you do is you make the default response to the touch sensor escape, so that if it does crash, it's always just escape.
Yep.
I guess so.
I mean, I assume they've thought of this.
Yeah.
We don't know if there's an absence of a headphone jack, unless you guys are talking about the phone. It looked like there was.
Yeah. There is a mysterious hole on one side of this new
Yeah.
laptop.
No mic jack, but that's
I
not
don't.
that
You know what?
surprising.
I don't think they'll make a deal about talking about the headphone jack.
No, I don't think they can. They can't risk it.
Yep.
They said it was courageous.
Oh,
and
man.
now they're back to it.
I mean, it looks really good,
It looks super cool.
and
Okay.
Well, it would need to be.
it would have to be multi-touch as well.
The idea of like having the scrub thing for a video or something down there is kind of neat.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of having to like bring it up on screen, I do like that.
I like that all of the spec images for that always had a transmission progress bar in it.
All right. That's cool.
Oh man, I wish. Assuming they have done it.
None of those are my favorite websites. Bing is no one's favorite website. Oh, search field in the bottom. That's
That's kind
That
of
is
cool,
cool.
yeah.
like, I guess in terms of
The idea is like full screen and then UI stuff down there. It's kind of cool.
In terms of concept, this is like extending the menu bar.
Yeah.
On the Mac, the menu bar is all omnipresent, so having another omnipresent bar in your app. And it doesn't get in the way of.
I wish Magic Online was for Mac, and so you could just have, instead of like F6, you could just have like
Yeah.
skip. It's a big
Yeah.
button that you can push.
I mean, this is clearly the answer to them not doing a touchscreen laptop,
Yeah.
which is just the sort of the norm these days, right? Touchscreen laptops are
Touch ID.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
it's got a
it's
special
big.
little area for Touch ID.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Bling bling.
Like, this is only going to be as good as the software written to use it.
Yep.
Right.
And
So presumably there's some sort of whatever.
yeah, like there are some developers out there really giving some thought right now about how they're going to use
There's
this.
like whatever laptop bar kit that they'll make.
Yeah.
Of course, the problem is this only really works. It would be interesting if they actually released like a peripheral
Separate bar.
that was just the bar, because this only works on desktops, right?
Until,
Or on laptops. I mean.
Yeah, or until next year's new
I
Magic
mean,
keyboard.
it would need to be bigger. I mean, they could make a keyboard, right? They
Oh,
could just
a
release
keyboard
a
would be
keyboard
cool, yeah.
with this on it for your desktop.
Actually, that would be neat if they do that. They should definitely do that. Maybe that would make it so that the fact that their keyboards are $100 makes sense.
There's so many of them. Why do you need 4?
In case they explode.
I didn't see it. I don't believe you.
Enter the Mac.
Welcome, Tim Cook.
That's Craig.
One person started to clap for dedicated Siri, and they were like, "Oh wait, nobody cares." Okay, sorry. Oh, okay.
Yay, control strip's back. I got what I wanted.
Old school.
Why the hate on Craig, Kate?
Why are we still displaying that giant square box with the volume? I don't understand Apple.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. You hate this guy? This is the best guy at Apple. You're crazy, Kate.
He seems obnoxious.
You're
Wow.
crazy.
Craig Federighi's fantastic.
Yeah. Agreed. Why is the move to button so very large?
Move to
Awkward.
Wow.
I guess
How much stuff does he put in his awkward?
What? There is no way in hell anybody will use that.
No.
What, the autocomplete stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
But the emoji button.
The emoji button I'm all over for. I'd buy this MacBook just for the emoji button.
But it's like the thing for iPhone, the like autocomplete thing that, or the like auto
Yeah, the
doing
autocomplete
it thing,
bar.
which
Yeah.
I always get rid of. I have no friends outside of work. So it's the same thing from iOS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I've never ever used. Thing where it, like highlights certain words
Oh,
and
I've
you can
never
replace
used
them.
that. Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to. I already spent the effort to write the word. I'm not going to replace it with an emoji now. Yes. Poop, poop, poop.
Yeah. So okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
Look
little
at
like
previews and
teeny
everything.
weeny previews.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah, so it really is like a little sort of additional toolbar that doesn't take up screen real
Yeah,
estate.
it kind of makes the toolbar worthwhile.
I like it.
What did he buy? Copper. Oh, I missed it.
Okay. Yeah, he just impulse bought something for $135.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want something that enables that. Here's a picture of a woman I took a picture of. I don't know any of these people. like to pretend this is my family. Ooh, you know what would be cool? Like an app for like iPhone that like
Is
that
this?
turns your iPhone into a touch bar.
Touch bar.
That would be cool. Second screen thing.
Yeah.
So you have it like by your computer.
The question, I guess, is if you were to bring this to your desktop, would you actually use it if you? Because the nice thing about this is that your hands are always right there, right?
Yeah.
But with the desktop, your mouse and keyboard. So is it really that much faster to bring your hand over to tap like a new tab, or is it just
Well,
like?
You have a second hand.
You've got your left hand though.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, I use the keys, like the F keys and stuff a lot.
Like,
anyway, right?
This is basically making that it's just like what they said. It's making that F key row useful. You could always customize it, but no one did because you'd customize it and then you'd forget what each F key
Yeah,
was.
what does, yeah.
And the idea of having it like full screen on your
Yeah.
screen.
And then just putting like a tiny little screen in behind each key just wasn't flexible as what this is.
Pros always like to customize their stuff. We don't let that happen.
Make a better finder.
I don't think they're going to do that today.
Not today.
Oh, neat. Yeah, so it's just like a normal toolbar customizing palette.
Yeah.
Is he gonna drag it?
No, don't do it.
Boom!
Oh.
That's cool.
That's super neat, yeah.
Being able to drag stuff. It's not quite the mouse moving to the touch bar, but it's almost there.
They're jiggling too. Just ever so slightly.
Oh, wow. So if this is basically second display, could you like treat it like a second display in the hardware level and just play Overwatch in this tiny bar with an incredible FOV?
I highly doubt it. How will this work with boot camp or virtual machines? Probably poorly.
Yeah, or just not at all. Or again, it might default to F keys.
Or there's a button you can push to make it go to F keys.
Multi-logins.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
That's super neat, yeah. Gross.
God
Never
damn it,
ever say that
Frank.
again.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see whether it defaults in boot camp or what. Presumably there will be something for that.
Okay. More hardware, please.
But what about the other Macs?
Yeah, exactly. We're only 50 minutes into this thing.
Yeah, actually, yeah. They're not going to throw they're not going to throw us the coolest thing at the beginning. Unless they want to break
they're
early
just
for
like,
lunch.
yeah, they're just like, it's lunchtime.
Yes. Now
Well,
we're
it's
going to keep talking about the touch bar for the next
45 minutes. Oh, God. Well, 30 minutes on Apple TV is maybe a little bit of an over-exaggeration.
And you know, we haven't seen any information about what's inside it yet.
Inside the...
Yeah,
Well, they'll get to the specs at the end, I'm
I'm-
sure. They don't... That's never been their thing. They don't...
It hasn't, but it is kind of important
Well,
this
yes.
time because of how long we've been stuck on Haswell.
That's cool.
What if there isn't a cool thing? What if they think the touch bar is the cool thing? Well, then we're all doomed, Corey. We're all doomed. This stream is for naught.
Is it going to be the same wide gamut as the...
As the new iPhone? Or new... Oh, yeah.
Yep, there we go.
That is unnecessarily bright.
It's
I would
very
say.
bright.
67% brighter and 67% higher contrast ratio. So that's just the white is 67%.
I think they're doing this just to get people to stop having their laptops on full brightness all the time.
Yeah. It actually hurts
Like,
now.
guys, you can turn it down.
It looks like a face.
Hello, I'm a MacBook Pro.
So Nintendo releases a cute dog. Apple releases a horrifying skeleton.
Yeah, I like that he says, like every MacBook
There.
Pro.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Sixth generation.
Okay. Which one is 6th generation?
Isn't Skylake 7th?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Polaris is the new Radeon one, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's
I think so. Okay.
Skylake. Okay, so they are on Skylake.
They're on Skylake? Okay, good.
Oh, thank God. We weren't going to get Kaby Lake. It just wasn't going to happen. Wait, we're going in the wrong direction there.
Ooh, thermal architecture.
Mm.
Ooh, fans.
Vroom.
They're innovative fan blades. I don't believe you. Hey, Ashton. How's it going? Welcome to our new stream. We just talk about tech all day.
Do the speakers do the same thing where if it goes into the water, they'll like
Spit
empty-
spit it out? Probably not.
yeah.
I don't think this
Water-
is waterproof.
Yeah, waterproof.
I-
Some sort of anti-coke coating on it.
You
Be
can
very
do this,
strong.
but only once.
Video editing 57. I should note that Graham just bought
know,
a new
yep.
MacBook Pro about 2 months ago.
Maybe more like 1 month ago.
He bought it just before PAX.
Yeah. I mean,
so it's about 2 months.
we knew exactly what was going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
We knew this would happen.
Yeah.
He also poured coke on it.
No,
Well,
I did.
but
I poured Coke on it.
Coke became poured on it.
Yeah, but that didn't do
I
anything.
get the feeling there might be different liquid on it on the way back.
I can't get the bus cam to show up something wrong on your end.
You know what, Heather? You are not helping. So this is the smaller one.
Yeah. Is this really a stream of Paul James and Ian watching an Apple PR event?
Yes.
Sure is.
Yep.
It's something that we've wanted to do for a long time. Expect this to happen forever. I want to do this for all the big tech events. Like for Google, if Microsoft does one, I want to do this on this channel. It's fun. I like it. Like we're all big fans of technology here, not just Apple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that looks like a headphone jack right there.
Shh. Don't draw attention to it.
Is he even to say anything?
Oh, can you charge it 4 times faster?
Is he going to say that? Don't do that? What would happen if you did? Can we watch Nintendo Directs like this? Absolutely, we can.
VGA if you're, some sort of weird person.
That is a very large desk.
What?
What do you even...
Why do you have acoustic paneling in your edit?
Because they record audio. Oh.
Oh, are they just dumping
there you go.
displays, period?
Say that's the Black Magic camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vacuum cleaner technology. Sure.
Interesting. And LG is not, like, they're fine, but they're not super high end.
They definitely can be.
They currently make the best TV out there.
Yeah.
With their 4K OLEDs. Yeah. Yeah.
That's too many pixels.
very compelling. Yeah.
Wait, what?
And you can daisy chain it.
Yeah.
Phil, you're really making me think that you don't want us to buy Mac Pros.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I want to see that exact same setup, but the laptop replaced with the desktop.
Yeah. I mean, I was...
New Final Cut Pro.
Please. I was just thinking the other day that my next computer might just be a laptop and just keep an old Mac around as a server forever. Because these laptops...
Wait. It's flat.
Okay, I have to go home and relearn my life.
Okay.
Oh, seeing the timeline. Like the whole timeline in the bar like that.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Super cool.
Yeah. What else does it do other than the touch bar, though? Do.
Don't worry, Kate. I don't see us switching to the new Final Cut until we've got everything under control.
Oh, yeah.
Personally, I'm jumping tonight just to get a head start.
Assuming it's out today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I wish Apple hadn't,
Okay.
forced me to get a Windows computer a couple months ago because they hadn't updated their stuff for 2 years.
What stuff?
Hmm?
What stuff, though?
The Mac Mini.
Oh, yeah.
They updated their.
I mean, it's also useful for you to have a Windows PC at home so you can work on
Yeah.
all streaming stuff that we have, right? So,
But I would have gotten a new Mac Mini if they hadn't not updated the Mac Mini for 2 years, and at that point updated it to make it worse.
I mean, you can tell she's a scrub just because she's not using the keys to add the...
well,
Because she's scrubbing.
yeah. Okay. I feel like Ram's gonna be real angry.
Like, oh yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna.
Well,
As,
it's there's nothing you can do about it, right? It's like,
Well, I mean, there is something you can do about it. You just buy a new MacBook.
Yeah.
It's a very easy fix. It just costs money.
but I mean, it's in terms of the waiting thing, though. It's like when you need the computer, you need the
Yeah.
computer.
that's when you're running a business. That's the way you work.
And I mean, we knew perfectly well that this was going to happen. Like the rumors were it was going to come out in the next month or two, but he needed
You
it when
needed a
he
laptop.
needed it when he needed it.
Mhm.
It's not within the return period, I don't
That is
think.
way too cool for a botanical artist.
That's also assuming these come out today,
Yeah.
which they probably will, or at least they'll be available for pre-order today. Whee!
Ruined.
Interesting.
Some
wonder if-
ninjas.
The question is, can it do that with like, compressed H.264 footage? Because doing that with like 4K uncompressed stuff isn't that big a deal.
Mhm.
But Final Cut has always had trouble with,
Compressed.
yeah, like
64.
just like the recordings from our streams, for instance.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's got an SSD, so it's going to be fast on the read-write. It's a brand new chip. I think it'll be fine on 1080p MP4.
Of course, with that editing setup he had before, the idea is that most of your footage would be on that big,
Yeah.
The big
External bay.
Yeah.
because you're not putting it on the internal SSD.
Well, I'm betting that Synology's running in a faster RAID configuration.
Oh yeah.
Or it's like an SSD RAID.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see what Final Cut Pro adds in the next version, because I didn't see anything there
Yeah.
other than touch bar
Is this the
integration.
first thing that Susan Prescott has?
I've
I
never
think you're
seen
right,
her
yeah,
before.
actually.
She was really good.
Yeah.
But
She's definitely a little like stiff, like
This makes me very
not as
happy
loosey goosey.
because I was very worried that Apple was just going to start dropping Final Cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true, actually.
Like, this shows they have a little bit of, especially after yesterday's Microsoft event.
Are we just going to talk about software for the rest of the day?
I hope not.
Oh, wow.
Well, this is good.
Oh.
I feel like I still want to play with the Surface, though, with the dial. Currently, the dial is way more interesting as an input device to me than the touch bar.
James, if you want to dial, I can loan you my Griffin knob.
They can,
Yeah.
you can slide back and forth. Who needs a dial?
Yeah. The dial's so cool.
Like, having Adobe on board makes...
Well, I assumed Adobe would be on board, right?
With Adobe, I wouldn't be sure.
Yeah,
They-
considering it takes them forever to update to Apple stuff.
They seem to be based on the, like, if it can't be cross-platform, we don't care.
I mean, so is it just Photoshop, or are they, expanding to the touch bar on all their platforms, right? Is Premiere going to take advantage of the new
I'm betting
touch
that
bar immediately?
At least Photoshop, definitely Lightroom, maybe, probably Premiere, probably Edition too. And InDesign, sadly, probably not.
Never. Adobe, you will never make me upgrade to CC.
I've actually started looking at Affinity.
CS5 or death.
Yeah. Cool sunset, bro. What?
Fake.
Phony!
Yeah, yes.
You're a phony!
She has clearly photoshopped that. Put a bear down there somewhere. Make this interesting.
Yeah. If Illustrator also had this, that'd be interesting too.
I have so much muscle memory to unlearn.
Yeah.
They've got to have some sort of touch bar peripheral. Like, to have all this work that only actually works on one of their devices seems dumb.
Unless they really just want to kill the desktop.
No, I like the desktop.
I do too, but the way that they've sealed the desktops like they have the laptops, there's no upgradability. The only benefit of a desktop in this world is a big display.
Are they really releasing CS2 for free now?
Okay, there's too many colors now.
I mean, too many colors. No, it isn't.
It's looking really terrible, actually.
Yeah, you've made it worse.
I don't see
Can
people
we-
using this over keyboard/tablet hotkeys, says Ashton. I mean, I certainly don't see enfranchised people doing it. I could easily see new people coming into it.
Yep.
And the thing is, it's like the keyboard hotkeys works really well when you've got to like set up and then memorize those like
Yeah.
8 commands or whatever that you do.
I've seen things like brush control and
But the way this
sliders.
can work on everything, I think, has a lot of potential. It's like, now we're going to see what it looks like with the plastic wrap filter on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly do. I see this being very customizable, and people will start using it for what they want.
Wait, what?
Like, see this history with previews. That to me,
That's kind of cool, yeah. She scrubbed the timeline on the image, says Beach.
Huh.
Okay. So we've talked about Final Cut. We've talked about Photoshop.
next up Logic.
Ugh. DVD maker.
Actually, if they would actually friggin' update DVD studio, that would be sweet. Or if Adobe would.
Called it.
What is it?
It's gonna be Logic.
Nope. Dominated.
What?
We're gonna drop some fat beats,
Whoa.
Ian.
So you can like
DJ
scratch on it?
You know that it's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, are there millions of DJs around the world?
You've been a DJ for 20 years.
Are you allowed to be a DJ if you're over 20 years old?
I don't believe you. Yeah, thank you, Kate. How have you been? Yeah. You're maybe 30 years old.
He has a hot single in his attic that ages instead of him.
Yeah. There can't be millions of DJs all over the world.
Well, he didn't say millions of good DJs.
Yeah, yeah.
That's true.
There's a horn button. Where's the drop the beat button?
Yeah.
Let's- okay.
Are you just going to make the entire bar your horn? Okay, How would you like to have the bar show up anytime you're on Twitch.tv and the bar is all your emotes?
That could be kind of cool.
If the idea of the bar changing,
He's scratching. He's doing it. He's doing it. The thing is that does the touch bar recognize what website you're on, or just the fact that you're on a website? Though,
the
right?
idea of the touch bar recognizing what website you're on is very interesting.
Yeah.
They haven't shown that.
And I bet you could. In Safari,
Oh,
at
the
least.
headphones are going on.
Are they their beats?
They're Beats.
Of course they're Beats. So it's, I mean, in a lot of, like in this case, it's basically using it like the touch pad,
Yeah.
but direct manipulation rather than.
It's this weird middle ground between a touchscreen and a control surface.
Okay.
I'm actually surprised that Microsoft didn't do like the two
two
spinner
die. Yeah.
I got that sync.
Okay. It's official. I'm buying this MacBook and becoming a DJ. I'm quitting all my jobs
Pivot.
and I'm learning.
Kick one, snare one, push, synth. Come on, horn it! Horn.
Where's the drop? Oh my god, this is incredible.
He just has a sample that just says DJ over and over again.
I mean, it's not tremendously good music, but the fact that he's doing all this on the touch bar is kind of neat.
Thank you, Corey. Hitting a button labeled DJ does not make you a DJ.
I beg to differ.
I disagree, and I think so would millions of DJs around the world.
Turn it up.
Can you please drop the beat already?
Tremolo
James
live.
Turner table. Wait, turn.
Ooh.
It's right there. Oh god, I have to do it now. All right,
I like DJ Jimmy Jams. That's also
DJ,
pretty
yeah.
good.
All right.
The horn.
I'm doing. Don't clap for that.
Now we'd like to call up a real musician to play us out.
Play Sandstorm. Wait, it sounded like he said we absolutely can wait.
He's not so good at the English.
No, yeah, that's.
I'm very interested to see to actually like go into the new Final Cut because obviously they didn't really demo much of it.
No.
But presumably there's a bunch of other features that they
Yeah.
wanted.
Wait, what? Why would you ever need that? Yeah, you can't even. You have to hold your thumbs like this.
Oh, goods. People will finally start using styles properly.
No, it won't. Oh, the colored toolbar thing is weird.
I work in the back room is just saying, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, we're dead.
Hey, Cameron's here.
The hell's that?
But it's pronounced Pixelmator.
Also, is a direct competitor to Photoshop. That's Black Magic.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
Touch Bar Excel, take all my money. Okay, can we please something else?
Yeah. I was joking, but they really did spend the next 45 minutes talking about the touch bar.
Yeah.
I mean, they
Okay,
make-
here's the ad.
commercial.
Here comes the commercial, which means we're moving. Oh, it's Johnny. All right.
Yeah.
He hates the Mac.
has a touch bar.
Oh, that's cool. That's a great shot.
We've hired Magneto to manufacture
All of our laptops. That's why they're going to cost a little bit more this year, but we think it's worth it.
Skaboosh.
You hate what guy? Johnny? You can't hate Johnny.
No.
That's actually illegal.
You cannot travel to the UK and hate Johnny.
Okay, this is literally just the same video that Microsoft put out yesterday, by the way, but this time they're just doing it with a laptop. They're doing this the same exploding colors.
It took a
Really? They did the same
yeah,
thing?
and they did the display layer thing, and they've done all this. Like,
James, it took a little bit longer because the editors had to learn how to edit with a touch bar.
I like that they never actually let Johnny Ive talk live. Like, I
No,
wonder
he's
how many.
not-
I wonder how many
well-
takes he has to do for all of these things.
for these, yeah.
It's like, what's great about the Mac? But the
Paul, I craft each word to be true to itself.
but it's like, what's great about the fat book? I mean, MacBook.
MacBook.
I mean,
Damn it!
fuck. Let's do it again. Yeah. They have to keep editing out all the swears that he does.
Johnny is evil. He has no concept of battery life. Johnny emits his own power. He doesn't actually need to plug in his
Yeah. So sometimes that
thing. So he kind of forgets about it. He just assumes we can power our... I love this.
he's like Uncle Fester, you know, where you put the
Yeah,
light bulb in
light
his
bulb.
mouth and it lights up.
I need to be really rich so I can buy all this cool technology. Like, I want the Surface... Oh, that's cool. I want the Surface Pro thing, or the Surface Studio.
Notifications are useful.
I want this. I want it all.
I want that bag. We need some toner to explode.
I'm sure they have.
It will blow your ass out.
It will not.
That heatsink. Looks like a uterus.
Next step is the entire keyboard is replaced by one of those things with haptic feedback.
Maybe.
And it's just like a clam with two screens.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. How much is this going to cost?
Same as what?
It'll probably cost around the same as most MacBooks cost these days. Like,
So will they undercut the Surface? Was that a last minute decision that they made yesterday?
well, I mean, the Surface.
Starts at $3,000.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's the Surface Studio Pro. That's the like desktop thing.
Oh.
There is also a new Surface too. My guess is 13 starts at $12.99
Yeah.
US.
Oh man, what's gonna happen to the rest of the laptop line?
I mean, hopefully they talk about
Yeah.
that.
It's not bad. See?
Yeah,
I've noticed about battery life.
That's the same battery life
Yeah.
that they have now. So
They've chosen 10 as what battery life is now.
I like the little
Kutunk.
the little thing that lifts up the keyboard.
How long till someone makes a USB-C version of those feet?
God,
Why would it be USB-C? Why not just clamp it on? No floppy drive though. We've
okay,
lost.
this is the price, right? $1,500 for the 13. I'm calling $12.99 starting price point for the 13, and then going up from there, obviously.
Wow.
Did you say 6.5 million times faster?
Yep.
6.8 million.
6.8 million?
Mhm.
That's kind of awesome.
Too bad. And yet we're still, you still wait around for it's like, why just...
Yep. Don't care. Don't care. I mean, I care, but
I mean, it means you're safe to smoke your MacBook.
Yeah. We've actually added more arsenic to the glass for reasons.
We've decided to make each one of our laptops its own carbon sink.
Yeah. We've made, completely cyanide-free glass. Is that a thing that's normally in glass? No, but we don't have any in ours either.
Ever since Steve said that our displays were lickable, we just really had to remove all the arsenic because people were dying.
wait, what?
Oh,
Interesting.
that
Okay.
So they're just dropping they're making a low end no SD card slot.
At the back, not the front.
So they're making instead of making a separate thing, they're just making a low end version.
With no touch bar, right?
Yeah.
yeah. It,
Okay.
but they're keeping the air.
No. I doubt it. Also, by the way, no SD slots on any of these, by the way.
Yeah. No bezel.
Yeah, the bezel on the MacBook Air is pretty big.
And thicker, just no taper will mean better battery life, probably.
No, there's no touch bar, mean no F keys. No, they just have regular.
Yeah, they're just regular F keys.
I can see
I like
this-
they kind of glossed over that. It's like, so everything we've talked about this entire thing doesn't apply to this.
This is going to be an extremely popular laptop.
So it's everything the same, just without the touch bar. Interesting.
Okay. Okay, here we go.
Dual life.
I kind of don't like that they're calling it the MacBook Pro.
Interesting, yeah.
I feel like they shouldn't have called that the MacBook Pro, but I guess the MacBook is already taken.
God, 256 SSDs across the board?
At the base,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you ain't gonna be doing too much video editing with 256 SSD.
Sorry?
I just
Oh,
256
4K?
SSD.
You ain't gonna get much 4K, no. Whoa. Holy shit, that's a lot more than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
And that's US, right? So for us, that's a lot more. You can order them today.
I don't know how that compares to what they currently have, but
It's about the same.
so it's the MacBook Pro function key. It's a little awkward.
Mini?
Yeah, 12-inch price drop, says Beej.
different thermals, different voltages. This makes sense.
They're not changing anything about it, though.
Okay. So are we just done?
I think we are.
We've still got, like... I thought we just saw the ad. Oh.
No, we saw
All right.
Johnny's thing. This is the actual ad.
Huh. All right. I'm a little concerned. Not concerned, but I really was hoping there was going to be some sort of desktop-y type thing. So far, the only thing that's like really exciting for me is the Final Cut update.
Like, unless they'll release speed bumps on all the desktop stuff as just a press release.
Yeah.
It's just happened before, but
But speed bumps are boring. I want cool shit. Of course they are. You
Yes.
say that. Why would you ever not say that?
Yeah.
These are the second best
Yeah.
notebooks.
These notebooks are
Very
slightly
sorry.
worse than they were before, but we still think they're fine. It's going through it.
Wow. That's a short keynote.
okay.
You guys make other stuff, you know.
Which, again,
Which again,
we're not sending to James.
I don't have one. So maybe work on that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow. Like, they didn't even mention the desktop in the product lineup.
Nope.
I
Huh.
I might not be wrong in thinking that they're just killing the desktop.
They don't do one more thing anymore,
No.
which is good.
Yeah, they could pull it out.
I think they could do it once,
Yeah,
but it needs to be big,
yeah, and they know it.
and that wasn't going to be it.
No.
All right, so
All right.
Huh.
that was that.
I mean, the touch bar thing seemed really neat, but it wasn't enough.
No, like that's literally the and not to mention we already knew that was coming, right? Like that wasn't a surprise. That thing has been rumored for several months now, officially, more or less officially, like confirmed yesterday or the day before by
earlier this week.
the mix-up that Apple had by releasing some stuff too
Zero.
early. Yeah, that was kind
That was the thing.
of boring.
I wouldn't say
I
I'm relieved to see Final Cut got love,
yeah, Final Cut getting love was
but
good.
I am
Yeah.
dismayed that the desktops just kind of got really not even mentioned. Like they were
Yeah.
just
And that sucks
It
too
does-
because of what Microsoft talked about yesterday, right?
It does
Like,
make me feel, yeah, it makes me feel that my, at least I won't feel bad about having my Windows desktop.
yeah, no.
see the. And here's the thing about that. We're a Mac shop in terms of our actual production.
Well, I mean, that's not. I mean, it's in terms of editing. That's our like. It's funny. Like
We're
we're like it's like this side of the building is PC. Down the other side of the building is Mac, right? The update to Final Cut is interesting, although they haven't actually like
I'm
our
assuming
use case for Final Cut. If the only thing that they're changing is touch bar optimization, nothing changes
No.
in our workflow, right? Because
No, I'm sure there's other stuff they changed.
but
It's just for some reason they were really pushing the touch bar.
Also,
Yeah.
because of the way Final Cut works in terms of purchase, we don't have to pay for a new version of Final Cut. It's
Correct.
just going to show up in
yeah,
our-
it's just
on
gonna
our
it's gonna
sheets.
update. It certainly had an updated look. It certainly looks a lot flatter, which is in keeping with the way that Apple design is going. I mean, if I had an extra like $2,000 sitting around with nothing to do, I'd probably just buy one of these new MacBooks because I like buying new technology. But at the same time, I'm far more interested in what Microsoft announced yesterday with the Surface Studio. I think that thing is incredible looking, and for them to release that yesterday, and then Apple to come in today and be like, "Here are some new laptops," and that's it, is kind of like.
Yeah, Microsoft certainly put a stake in the ground with regards to artists specifically.
Yeah.
I was seeing yesterday someone talking about Microsoft is really courting creatives, and not just creatives, but young, new creative types.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's
I mean,
going to be...
I'm not sure that, like, the thing seems pretty amazing for, illustrators are basically, I mean, it's basically the Cintiq market that they're eating. But I question whether that market is big enough, like, to support. I don't see much use for
That's
that other
true.
than that market.
You kind of have to be an established artist too to be able to afford one of those stations.
Yeah,
That's
they're
true,
not.
too.
They're not. I mean, they're not targeting a broad audience with that machine.
No.
But they are definitely putting something forward that is incredibly interesting and innovative in a way that it feels like Apple hasn't been in the recent couple years.
Well, I think we might be giving them a bit more of a pass, just simply because this is the first piece of Microsoft hardware that I feel really polished and
Yep.
up to the level of where I'd say, yeah, they've
That actually is a point. That they by setting the bar fairly low for themselves, be like, oh hey, this is actually pretty sweet.
Well,
Which means it'll probably be canceled soon.
I feel like for a long time Apple set this incredibly high bar. Like basically when they came out with the iPhone, right? 2007 they came out with the iPhone, and it's years ahead of anybody else. And what they did is they set that bar, and instead of them just continually, I guess it feels like instead of them continually setting a new bar, they kind of just slowly went up, and everybody finally caught up, and now it's kind of even. And now it feels like with yesterday's announcement, Microsoft is in a position where they can kind of leapfrog that, right? And Google with the I don't
leapfrog is an interesting question.
Sure, but
I mean, be just saying that Mac Pros are also not that broad an audience. It's true, but they at least it's the thing for me personally. Like I really like Mac computers, but there's literally no Mac that you can buy right now that's been updated in the last 3 years that doesn't come with a giant monitor that you have to buy as well.
That stays with the computer.
Yeah. And which, for me, who has a really, really nice monitor that I use all the time, that really bugs me. That I don't like, Retina displays are awesome, but they also cost thousands of dollars.
Yep.
And so I just want a better computer without having to replace everything.
Yep.
And there's literally no Apple computer
well, at least
that does that.
no updated. Yeah, as you said, no updated Apple computer that
Yeah.
does that. Because there certainly are, but yeah, not any that have been updated recently.
So it's an interesting, yeah.
I don't know if Apple canceled their car thing, but I heard that they pulled a lot of people off it.
They've made some changes to... Apple has made some changes to a product development group that may or may not be working on something
Yeah, exactly.
at all.
But yeah, no, I think so. I mean, let's move past this. It's 11:30. This gives us enough time to.
You guys got a game to install.
Yeah, well, the game's installed. This gives us enough time to actually sit down and take a break, though. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream.
Yeah.
It was an experiment. It was put together fairly last minute. It certainly is something that we can improve upon. Obviously, if more of these kind of product announcements / technology streams happen, I aim to try to do stuff like this because I think it's fun.
Yeah.
I think we have stuff to say.
I mean, it's, obviously it depends on them happening sort of not conflicting with other stuff. But.
Yeah, I mean, they don't happen often enough that I don't mind changing the schedule like we did today, right? Like, theoretically, this conflicted with 18 games and counting, but we made the change and it'll be
They
fine.
announced pretty far in advance.
Yeah, so we can plan around that for sure. Yeah. So today on 18 games we're playing The Bunker, which looks terrible. I'm excited to play it though. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. That's coming up in half an hour. So stick around for that.
Yeah, it would be neat if, Too bad we can't actually rebroadcast, but
I mean, theoretically.
some events we can.
Yeah. Any event that we can rebroadcast is something we definitely will. Like, I know.
Like, we did that with, like, the E3 broadcasts that were explicitly allowed.
Yeah, and I would like to expand greatly on our E3 coverage next year. So this is sort of that, taking that first step and seeing what we can do.
Maybe Cam and I will get to do something with Seagraph.
But I think this worked pretty well. Thanks to Apple for letting us hang out in the back.
Thanks, Tim.
That was really nice of them.
Yeah. And everybody for standing perfectly still
still
the whole
for these
thing.
last hour and a half.
You know what the best part about that was? No bullshit music at the end.
No, like a musical performance.
Yeah.
I mean, they wouldn't do one at this. I don't think they do musical at the small town halls, do they?
Sometimes.
Oh, do they? Okay.
That'd be good if it was just like, and now U2 is going to play, but we're going to turn off the stream because nobody cares.
Yeah.
Send Beach to E3 with a press badge. IMO checkpoint totally counts, right? I think we actually can. There is something to be said about sending somebody down to E3, but even just better live coverage of E3 is something that I want to try out next year. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Send Beach as Derek.
Oh my God! Yes, let's do that. All right, guys, that's going to do it for the stream. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you guys in half an hour for 18 games and counting.
All right. Bye.